Here, let me give you a brief overview of what I have. I have Visual Studio open, and within here, there's a class library. This class library consists of multiple files that consist the core IronPDF feature sets. So, for example, PDF generation will hold a ways that you can render HTML to PDF. Manipulation has different ways of merging multiple PDF files. Watermark, self-explanatory, allows you to add watermarks within your PDF files, and security is a way to add digital signatures. So here, the class library consists of uh, multiple files that has a different feature sets, and there is a web API which is connected to the class library. So if you see here in the dependency, I'm calling the class library, referencing the class library, the IronPDF one, and this is connected directly to our Blazor app. So Blazor app is the front end applications, which you will see later on. Let me fire it up actually, so you can see while I'm discussing. So while that's loading, Blazor app consists of a Razor file, which has a HTML alongside the CSS code. So this is the Blazor app that our developer created. Um, uh, First one, the home. This is showing you the brief descriptions. I'll be going through HTML to PDF, adding watermarks, digital, and merging. Um, so this one, this component is about generating HTML to PDF. And if I grab a HTML file, this one, and then margin is allows you to add borders around your PDF documentations. For now, I'll just leave it as a 0, so there's no additional margin added. So when I click on generate PDF, it will. So what's happening here behind is when I click the button in Blazor app, it's connecting directly to our web API through HTTP connection. And the web API is connecting then to the class library to generate the HTML to PDF. So ultimately, the core IronPDF code that it's using is this. As you can see, first it initializes the Chrome-based PDF renderer. So once it's initialized, then I've also added a way that it can load all the fonts. So that way, it's not missing out any of the fonts, or it causes any errors. There's a lot of different wait for the properties that you can add, whether you're waiting for a fonts or JavaScripts. There's a lot of varieties. This is about adding margins. Again, as mentioned earlier, about rendering options. So rendering options allows you to add different types of margins, as well as add headers and footers, page sizes, and everything. So there's a lot of customization. But the main method that's rendering HTML to PDF is simply this line. So once you've initialized it, you're literally just calling this line, which renders HTML to PDF as a sync method, and it's instantly able to render an output as a binary file, which then it's passing to the web API and generating the PDF file. Okay, so that's the structure of the code that I have laid out here. So let's quickly go back to our Blazor app. So as I mentioned, I was able to generate the file. And if I open the file that I generated, okay, let me just hit download. So that's downloaded. So as you can see, this is the file that it was able to render. I will also show you the HTML file, so you can see side by side as to how the HTML file looks compared to the PDF file. So as you can see, the HTML file is pretty much identical to how the PDF, our Iron PDF has rendered. Um, the reason why we call it pixel perfect is when you save this HTML that I've opened in browser as a PDF file. Let me just name it as Chrome. And if I open this Chrome file side by side, you're able to see that it is near identical to what IronPDF has generated. So this is why we are very proud to present using Chrome rendering engine. It's able to render like for like. So the left one is what Chrome browser produced, and the right one is what IronPDF produced. Okay. And moving to the next functionality. So we've rendered HTML to PDF. Now let's add a watermark. So this is an invoice. Let me just go ahead and add a watermark that says, that stamps like a draft image on top. So if I open a file, let me grab an image. So this is the image that I'll be stamping on top of the PDF files. There's a lot of different alignments that you can do. So we split it by vertical and horizontal alignment. For vertical, let's put it in bottom, and horizontal, let's put it on the bottom right-hand corner. You can also offset the images depending on your exact location that you want the image to be stamped. Let me add a 45-degree rotations and make it about 50% opacity. I want to stamp it. Yeah, let's stamp it behind the content so that you can see that that's also possible. And as soon as I hit stamp PDF, it's instantly able to generate a PDF file that has rendered this for us. So as you can see, the draft images has been stamped on top with 50% opacity, and it is behind the content. As you can see, the table line is on top of the image. Okay, so yeah, so this is a really easy way to add watermarks to your PDF documentation. You can also add a image or HTML fragments. In this demonstration, I'm just showing you an image. Following on, let's merge this file that we generated, stamped, with another file, which we have a EULA, so end user license agreement. So let's stamp these two PDFs together. And if I click merge, it's merged them together and generated a PDF. And if I scroll down here, you can see that the first page is what we stamped earlier, and then the following page is the EULA agreement that is attached afterwards, right? So we have in total 10 pages that we've rendered so far. Now, finally, the last features I would like to show you is how to digitally add signature. So for that, I will grab the same file. I have a digital signature file, which is .pfx extension. You can have .p12 extension as well. Let me type the password for this. And yeah, this contact information, I'll just type my name, contact, I'll just type my email, location, we're based in Thailand. Reason, I would say, let's say that I approve this invoice. Now let's click on Sign PDF and look how this shows in Adobe. So as you can see right away, it shows that this PDF documentation is has a digital signature and is certified by Iron. You can also expand on the signature and see more detail. For example, the reason that we added the locations, so everything is visible here as well. So um, yeah, so that kind of concludes our demo. And yeah, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment.
Thank you, Regan. That was amazing and really highlighting how easy and out of the box Iron PDF really is. So it's a perfect choice for a quick solution that's feature packed. So now we'll take a quick look at the Iron PDF, the different use cases, and how it can transform your reporting process. So we've got the finance and accounting sectors. So it's generate details, standards, reports quickly. The healthcare industry, we're very popular because we offer, we can create secure, HIPAA compliant records with digital signatures. So we're very popular choice with high trust environments like healthcare and also the finance sectors as well, and e-commerce, like Regan was highlighting, the HTML to PDF for invoices, etc., for their customers. We're very popular choice with the US government, specifically NASA as well. Have been a customer of ours for years due to our high security standards, and we meet all their specifics and all the PDFA compliances for the reports. So no matter what your industry, IronPDF makes report creation faster, easier, and more secure. This is just a brief overview, but yes, if you have any questions about industry-specific cases, we can cover those at the end. Regan, anything to add there?
No, yeah, as you mentioned earlier, I think HTML to PDF rendering is um, pretty much standard, and any industry can use this in there. I showed you how it's easy to create an invoice, as you mentioned, any government entity or any enterprise license compared to starter business. Anyone can use IronPDF within their projects to create a perfect rendering.
Thank you.